GitHub Actions is a combination of primitives for users to quickly ship integrations for their repos. Some of these primitives include the API, webhooks, and authentication. In this video, I'm going to focus on specifically the API in this GitHub script action. This action actually makes it easier to quickly write a script in your workflow that uses the GitHub API, as well as include the workflow run context. Now, normally this would take a lot of work to sort of get this set up and connect through authentication and the API and set this whole environment up. But what's the nice thing about GitHub script is that they give you all this out of the box, and it's just included with this action as you include it in your workflow. So speaking of out of the box, it actually leverages the power of the AutoKit REST.js library. So just FYI, if you want to learn more about what you can do with GitHub script, check out the AutoKit docs. It gives you everything you need to know. That's also a reference here down in the README, so definitely check out the README as well. All right, so this is actually a workflow I'm using GitHub script in. You can see I'm actually using older versions. For the GitHub hackathon, we actually had the ability to review different submissions as pull requests, and the way we reviewed that is through labels. So that's as much context as I've had, but just want to point out, if someone submitted an action and if it was not an action, we would add a label, either no code or not an action. For whatever reason, people would submit actions to the hackathon with no code in the actual repo. So it was actually a common situation, so we created a label for it. I provide this context because you could provide a label review system simply by also creating a GitHub script that reacts to different labels. The one thing I did want to point out is that we are running this action on pull request whenever a pull request is being labeled. So that's what actually is going to kick off the conditional to then run our GitHub script. And then finally, you could see me adding a label to this repo and saying there's no code in this repo. And then in turn, it will actually close the repo as well. If you want more context on GitHub script or AutoKit, definitely check out their READMEs and documentation.